All right, what is going on, guys? Today we have a special video. I have been given access to a retro database, 1976-77 season. This one's really exciting, but first and foremost, want to give a big shout out to the FM21 I'll leave all their social medias and what you need to know in the description so you can find out all the work they have done in the past, as this will be releasing very, very soon. But yeah, I've been given the opportunity just to take a look in FM21 how this could all play out. Right now, you see the first division. We'll go through some others as well. But seeing as that I've taken over Manchester United, let's just see who they're working with. And their hot prospect is a Mark Hughes, just coming through the youth academy at 14 years old and not looking too bad. A bright future ahead of him. Let's take a look at his report. You can see the potential there is looking quite high, as it should be. So yeah, a young, exciting talent coming through. Something else also to note, if we go into the first team squad, like with the finances and all, like the value of players, like the best players in the team, like Sammy here, great player, but his value is only 3 million. He's 3 million in his worth, and it backs it's like realistic how things were back then. You wouldn't see how money is splashed on players like these days, 100 million plus. And obviously for me, I'm 30 years old, so even for me, this is a little bit before my time. Yeah, some more players in the reserve. You got Andy Ritchie as well, looking pretty promising. He's got high determination. He'll come into a good talent. You're not going to click on all these individually, just gives you guys an idea. You got Scott McGard. Not all of them have pictures in this, but majority of the notable players do. But definitely one of the leaders from back in that time. Big Martin, say that he wasn't that big, only 178 centimeters, but just a really, really strong centre half, someone that Man United could probably use now. They brought in Varane. Hopefully he is good this season. But yeah, that's beefy, really beefy attributes. He's someone I consider signing in my save. A centre half that he's good on both feet as well. Yeah, even disregard his height. Yeah, he would still be a good capture. But what we're going to do now, we're going to take a bit of a broader look. We're going to head into the players. And well, there's not much to say. As you can see here, the highest value, 4.5 million. Barcelona, the one and only Johan Cruyff. He's probably the best player, without a doubt, from this time. And as I just touched on, 4.5 million value only, wage 12.5k. He's a ripping player. I would love to manage in one of my saves, which I am. I'm probably going to do a few more videos on this, so keep your eyes out and yeah, check out the stream. I'll probably do a save for streaming on Twitch, so be sure to check that out. This will be pretty fun to play with, and he should be hard to sign if we just go back. Look, yeah, 600k transfer budget. That's going to be tough. But then you got the likes Kevin Keegan of Liverpool, and yeah, round in his prime, 25 years old. Really quality striker. You got Niskins as well. Barcelona, yeah, they had some real quality. Amazing penalty taker he was. Just overall, you don't see many players with attributes like this. Like, who could you find in this day and age with attributes like this in FM21? There's no one like this lad, I tell you what. And so, I am wearing a Football Manager shirt as well, Football Manager. So we see some of the highest valued players. We're going to take a look. Who else is some of the youngest? We'll go 17 years old, maximum age. We can't drop to 14. Adam Johnson shakes his head. But yeah, there's some in the save like that or in his database. To see notable names, there's a 15-year-old Gary Lineker, start his career, Leicester City. It really would be cool in this database and playing a save to have their play their career, manage their career, and see if you can take them to the same heights they did or even better. It's a cool challenge to do that, I reckon. But the highest valued under this age bracket, you got Fernando Chelani here from Benfica. Yeah, look at that. Mo is 17 years old. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't have been able to go. I'm not sure he was 17 there, but still, funnily enough, yeah, he's a wonder kid. He would be insane. Just thinking about, if he's a region coming through in my save. But what we are going to do from here, we're going to simulate the season and see how it all plays out. Who's going to be the best players and all that. We're going to find that out. Which teams are going to have the success if 1976-77 was in 2021. So my game plan was to simulate to the end of the year, end of December. And yeah, lost my job. And obviously the team wasn't going too well. And I'm trying to pick out why. Let's see who is doing well then. Liverpool, dominant. What is actually Manchester United's media prediction? Where do they rate? Media prediction second, so clearly, yeah, that wasn't enough. But also, we take a look at the player stats here. Yeah, it is Keegan with the most goals. You got Brooking and Brian Little there. Have to take a look at his hair. So, yeah, we're not really as concerned how Manchester United's going, just to see how the league's going as a whole. And if you actually see during this time, there wasn't a lot of luck for Manchester United. Liverpool there, even Leeds United. But Alec Lindsay, how many games has this guy played? I did wonder. 13. Okay, 7.75. That's pretty good. Like, he's got that much without scoring a goal. He is a defender, keep in mind. So, yeah, and he looks like a pretty balanced fullback. Not crazy, but, yeah, would just be a consistent player. He's been consistently very good. So, yeah, got the background colors of kind of like, or not background, just like, yeah, the color scheme for me being Australian. You can tell that. That's why it's that color. But anyway, yeah, let's just do what we were intending to do for the rest, simulate the rest of the season. And then we'll give a round up winners of the Premier League, other competitions as well. So there we are come the end of the season. Of course, another difference as well. Back then had the 22 teams, so a 42-game season, and Liverpool swept the league, to be fair. You got Kevin Keegan, like, absolutely killing it. Liverpool, you've done it. Show Alec Lindsay as well. A new one there who wasn't in there before was David Johnson, who appears, yeah, he's a very good striker. In his prime again in this save. Pretty accurate with England, 7 goals. Yeah, that's a good ratio. 7 goals in 9 caps. But powerful. That's powerful striking partnership, David Johnson and Kevin Keegan. Liverpool, just late 70s, seem to be incredibly strong. Look at the difference in wins. Only coming second. You're like, mate, we want to see what's going on. Stoke City. Quickly, let's just go average rating, disregard the top guy there, who only played 3 games. Garth Crooks, how about that? At 19 years of age, on loan at Reading, that makes sense in the 3rd division, so sorry about that, but someone to get excited about regardless. Looks like a top prospect. In the first team, obviously he's on loan, yeah, that's that. Yeah, how his name is shown, but John Tudor, reasonable output, pretty good. Yeah, I'd say pretty good output. I'm trying to see. There's no transfer fees, which is understandable, but yeah, not too bad. But I'm surprised. I think it's definitely a team effort. Okay, Greenhoff. His average rating, I thought smashing that many goals, you would see a better. Maybe he's just like, complete poacher. They've transfer listed. There's club financial. Yeah, perilous financial position. Yeah, it could have been back then, but another great striker in Stoke. Whew. You'd be seeing him in the Champions League next season. United, to be fair, they did better after I got sacked. Just so you know, we just simulated, so I wasn't in control of anything. I just set up an initial tactic, but yeah, nothing too much else. But yeah, that's funny. They actually improved. Keegan, just absolute killer. Most creative, Hartford from Manchester City. You can see that. I wouldn't say he's outstanding, but he's a very good player. Interesting attributes for a natural central midfielder and even attacking midfielder, but highlighted as centre mid. He's got really good finishing, and yeah, he could almost play as a striker. Looking at those attributes, unique in his attributes when you look at his best position he can play. So you could almost argue you could train him into a winger as well. That would be an interesting experiment. But yeah, that was the league. Liverpool, yeah. Pretty much dominance. It's funny how it looks, but just because this is a database. No results in between. But yeah, it's interesting. Liverpool basically go off their success in the previous season in real life. They copy that. But that Stoke finish was interesting because in real life this season they got relegated 76-77 and Liverpool, copied what they did. Liverpool won the league in real life, as I said, continuing their form. So it's really showed in this as well. And Liverpool, they just went on to have the same success as they did, took the European Cup from another German team this time, Bayern Munich, Liverpool. So we're going to take a look at some of the others. And Johnson, yep. Muller, he was an incredible player as well. Again, heading to, how about that? Talk about like the ratio. 68 goals for Germany out of 68 caps. That's really good. Heading, there's so many of these players, I want to try and manage in this save now. But we're going to just take a look at some of the other leagues. Why not start in Germany with the Bundesliga? Schalke taking that out. You got Fischer, that is Klaus Fischer. There was a lot of good players, and I'll be missing some. We're just going through who got like good ratings here and most goals. So Branko Oblak from Slovenia. Considering his age, not as many games there, but could be different circumstances. Not a bad player at all. I wouldn't say he's outstanding, but he got a crazy amount of assists. That's really interesting. Next up, we're going to... maybe take a look at a goalkeeper. Let's give some goalkeepers a love. So from Schalke, Marek there, he's nothing special, I won't lie. Let's see for the Bayern goalkeeper, Sepp Maier. Yeah, he's pretty good. I would say Germany's main keeper at this point, 78 caps. I just want to see who else will be there. We want top players just number one keeper. Thought so. Why not take a look? Klaus Fischer, he was Schalke. He's the one clicked on. Obviously, we would have seen some of the English team, a lot of the good players through seeing Premier League results and all that at clubs. But I want to see Brazil, Luis Pereira, 27 years old. Looks to be a pretty good centre-back. That's, he's got technical ability as well, standard Brazilian. Leivinha, don't mind. A lot of what I've seen so far, there's a lot of good players that were good with their head, like good aerially. Like, even considering their height, right? There's been quite a few players who've come across. I'm not going to click on every player here, but Zico, insane, man. Insane. As I said, watch out. I'm definitely, let me know a team or, who should I try and manage maybe for a season or something and see how I can manage it. Might do a few episodes of it, something like that. So, give me a, because I definitely want to do something with this. So, wow. That's crazy. And of course, there was a Falcao, Paulo Roberto Falcao. What? Player, 23. He's looking a bit old. That's probably a bit of an older photo there, but he's quality talent. So next, we're just going to take out a few more look at leagues and all that. Like Juventus, not much change over the years. Juventus, the key player, of course, Roberto Bettega, very, very experienced player for Italy and Juventus. Good forward. Again, it's another go with heading, 184 centimeters. That's not super tall, but a lot of players really good aerially. Let's go over to La Liga. Real Madrid not as successful by the looks of things. Barca champions. All right. He was always going to be there. We took a look at him before, and the attributes, sure, he would lead Barca. He would be like the Messi of back then, and getting it done now. But this guy, Kempes, maybe he was the Messi, judging off the results, but definitely a different type of player that yet again, good aerially. It's because it's a different generation. So there's different footballers and there's a certain trend, and a lot of them very physical, good in the air. Who else? Ruben Cano from Atletico. There was so many good players, man. And to round things up, we'll go over to France and see the top division, PSG. It's really interesting, isn't it? It's really interesting to take a look at. Saint Etienne, really, really good. Like, top goal scorer. Bruno, it doesn't look like he was ready for the photo. But he still looks like a decent footballer. Again, only 171 centimeters. That's so short these days. But good on both feet, and still 17 heading and 16 jumping reach. It's not just me that's noticing this, right? It's like more than this current day and age. There's some smaller forwards that are not really as good in the air. It's something that maybe they worked on a lot. But Saint Etienne, I just want to take a look at them and see who was their top performer. And Ravelli with the 30 goals, Patrick Ravelli. He's got a distinctive look as well. Just another absolute star, and maybe one of the rare ones that wasn't as good in the air, but still heading 14. When those opportunities came to him, he probably would have finished those, and average rating right up there. And this guy, Anders Linderoth, he's not a bad player, but he didn't have a lot of games throughout the season. Respectable mention to Lark here. He's incredible passer and crossing as well. You generally wouldn't see that crossing on a central midfielder these days, would you? But yeah, I think because they overdo that. Like he may have had games where I can't say I never watched this man in real life, to be fair, but yeah, I feel there was more central midfielders from the few we've taken a look as centre mids. They're like good. Like they would be good out wide, judging off their attributes. Like they would have good dribbling and crossing, and that's shown right there. So of course we'll go back to the first division these days, English Premier League. Let's see what you guys think of this one. As I said, massive shout out to the FM Retro Group. This was so fun to take a look at, and I haven't even played it yet. I just went for a simulation, just taking a look at all the stats and all that, taking a look how all this played out. I'm really excited to play through a bit of it myself. As I said, I'll leave the links to the FM Retro Group so you guys can take a look at this. They've got other previous databases for you to look at until this releases very soon. So definitely take a look at their social medias so you don't miss a thing, and subscribe to them on YouTube. I'll leave all the relevant links. If you want to see more videos, more like databases like this and kind of experiments, Football Manager content, I had a Sunderland save I've done this year, over 100 episodes, which is worth checking out. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but over 100 episodes, there's a lot of content for you guys to see. But I'll leave it there for now and see you next time.